Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. I'll tell you, I've tasted everything. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a updated vegan weight loss journey. So if you guys came here to see how I went from this to this, then stay tuned. Alright, so we are going to get started. This is going to be more of a story time video, so I'm going to put timestamps in the description box below in case you guys want to skip around throughout the video. So before we get started, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of my subscribers, the OG subscribers that I have that have been here from my first very awkward video to my new ones that I'm getting lately. I'm very excited, and I'm excited to make more content for you guys. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so the big main thing, I guess, to start out with is what did I weigh when I first started? So I started out at 165. I know, and I am 4'11". And so for me and for someone of like my height and I guess you could say stature, that was clearly too much weight. And what do I weigh now? So the last time I weighed myself, I was 133. So I lost a total of 32 pounds. We're in there somewhere in that range. And I will say that at some point I stopped weighing myself completely. And so I probably weighed more than 165 pounds. And so now I would just like to say 30 pounds because I'm not really sure. But yeah, so those are like the big things I need to get out of the way in the beginning. And so if you guys watched my first story, which I'll link up here somewhere, the sound was like super wonky, so I'll check that out as well. So if you guys saw that video, you know that my weight loss journey started in 2018, and it was because I saw a picture of myself, and so I'm gonna dive into that first. So I went vegan in 2015, and I went vegan, raw vegan overnight, which I don't recommend at all. I ended up in the hospital. I had some stomach issues. I do have a video of like why I went vegan, so like go into more of that, and I'll put that up in the cards as well. But yeah, so I went vegan in 2015 overnight. I was raw vegan. I would say I was raw vegan for like 4 months-ish. I don't know. I can't really remember. And then I backtracked and I started eating cheese again. And then finally figured out and became vegan in 2015. And so when I did that, I was really experimenting with like, ooh, there's vegan cheese, there's vegan meat. Like I was so excited, right? And then on top of that, like I didn't have any stomach pain with what I was eating. And I was making new recipes and trying new things. I was trying everything. And it was really exciting to me. And I guess, clearly, in all of that, sis was eating too much, like way too much. And then I continued to eat way too much. And obviously what happens when you eat too much for an extended period of time is you gain weight. And I think it was like, it just happened like so gradually. So it was like, oh, I went up a size. Oh, that happens like in college, or I went up a size, or like, oh, I'm stressed like about trying to get into school, or like, oh, I went up a size, you know what I mean? And so like that times 4 or 5, you know, you end up in a size 8 or a size 10, and you kind of really don't know how you got there. And so through all of this, like through 2015 to 2017, this is when I was like gaining all the weight. And my sister and I spent New Year's together, which is something I love doing with her. And she was taking pictures of us because like memories, like stuff we wanted to remember. And a couple days later, she was sending me the pictures she took on her phone. And I was like totally stunned by the way that I looked. And I can insert the picture. You guys have probably already seen it before if you guys are a subscriber, but I will post it like over here somewhere. And I was like, okay, my face is like so puffy, and like I have a little stomach, and like the picture I had in my head of myself was like high school Sarah. And so those two things just like didn't go together. And I was like, okay, now what are you gonna do about it? Because you don't want to look like this. And then I started thinking about other things like, okay, how do I feel, energy level, da 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 da. and it was just not good. Like, I was like, okay, no, what are you gonna do? So I'm scrolling through Instagram one day, like kind of upset about it. At this point, I had already gone back to school, and I found this girl, and I was like, oh my God, she looks amazing. And she's like, hey, if you wanna transform your life and make money while getting into the best shape of your life, like, this is for you. And I was like, that speaks to my soul. So I click on it, I get into contact with her, blah, 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 blah. It ended up being Beachbody. And so then I became a Beachbody coach. And if you guys don't know anything about that, it's like a network marketing, like make money on your phone. Like, I have a whole video about that too, and like why I got out of that. I'll put that in the cards as well so that you guys can see that video. But anyway, so that kind of like got me motivated and got me posting my workouts. I was working out every single day. I was measuring everything that I was eating. And my initial goal then, like when I first started, was like, okay, I just want to lose 20 pounds. Like, I will be so happy when I lose 20 pounds. And I'll show you guys like pictures of me throughout this whole journey because I was recording all of it. I have like video clips of me working out and stuff. So yeah, I'll insert that. Like when I hit my 20 pounds, I was like so excited, and ultimately I was extremely proud of myself. Rightfully so. So I lost the 20 pounds, and then what? I like was sitting there, and I'm like, then I started getting picky with it. I was like, okay, you lost 20 pounds, like maybe you should lose a little bit more. Or like, okay, I like my thighs to be a little bit more cut, or like my arms to be like a little bit more chiseled, and like, you know what I mean, my face to slim out just a little bit more, and like I want my sides to go in, and you know, like it just turns into like, okay, now that I know that I can do this, like, okay, let's take it up a notch. So ultimately I just kept losing weight, putting on muscle, trying new things. Initially I was like completely mortified to go to the gym. Like, I would not go to the gym. My friend was always like, come with me. And I was like, no. So if anybody out there is like completely mortified to go to the gym because you don't feel like you're at the place where you want to be, that's completely fine. I just did all of my like home workouts and stuff. Like, I have workout videos that you guys can do at home. YouTube is filled with workout videos that are free 99. And so take advantage of those and work out at home. Like, who cares? So anyway, yeah. So what else? So I was working out. So I finally got confident enough to go to the gym. And this is when I started lifting weights. Guys, I had never lifted weights before in my life. I was just really watching videos on Instagram of other people lifting weights, and I was like, oh, I thought I was gonna look like the Hulk. Like, she doesn't look like the Hulk, so maybe I won't look like the Hulk if I lift weights. Like, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Do I look like the Hulk? Put it in the comments below. Do I? Anyway, I don't think I look like the Hulk. So I was looking at these girls that were like, I thought were so beautiful and like the epitome of fitness. And I was like, wow, they look amazing. Maybe I should start lifting weights. So I'm watching. And I am like a visual learner to the T. So I'm watching them and I'm like, okay, so I go into the gym and like super awkward at first, like go into the weight section and like do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. And every single day I was like trying something new, and then I was recording it so that people could see. Granted, I'm no expert right now. I was no expert back then. I do what works for me. And I think it's working out so far. Obviously, there's like way more room to improve, and like I'm really happy how far that I've come. So in working out in the gym, one of my friends at school, she was working out with one of the trainers there, and then she ended up leaving, and he was like, hey, like he saw me one day, he was like, oh, you can maximize your workout by doing this, this, and this. And so I was like, okay, cool. And then we started working out together. He would just train me for free, and I would like put him on my Instagram stuff, and I'll put him on the screen now somewhere. His name is Carson, and he's amazing. So I learned a lot from him as well about lifting weights and like kind of like the coming up with like a workout for myself and like things that I should be doing, and like because he knew some of my goals. So let's see if I missed anything. Okay, so I think I got everything that I want to hit as far as like the story time. And then like there were some things that I wrote down that I kind of wanted to share with you guys. I don't know what category I'm gonna put these under. Well, basically, I guess I kind of want to talk to you guys about like how I lost the weight, like I guess why, or like my motivation behind it, and like how I kept it up. So the first thing is like, first I had to realize that there was an issue, a problem, a discomfort, something that I didn't like. And like for me, it was like visually seeing like the Sarah that I had in my head versus like really what I really look like, and like how other people saw me. And like then it was like, okay, I see myself like visually, I don't like the way it looks. And then it was more like, okay, how do I feel? Like, do I feel healthy? Do I feel happy? Do I feel strong? Do I feel confident? And like I couldn't answer yes to any of those things. And so I was like, okay, so this is deeper than how you look, because I wasn't necessarily someone who was like depressed or like felt like I wasn't beautiful or like fit or anything. And so it was like things that were deeper than the way that I looked were my motivation. So like that was the thing number one, like realizing that there was something that was off. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was being vegan. So I did not stray from being vegan when I started losing weight at all. What I did was, which Carson helped me with as well, was like, okay, make sure after you're done with your workout, you drink your protein shake and like make sure you're getting enough protein. I will say that like you don't need as much protein as you think you do. And I get a lot of protein in my diet with like the meats, like the vegan meat that I use, and like the greens and stuff. Like you can get so much vegan protein, and like I can leave some links below, or you guys can just like Google it. You can get protein from like tons of plants. And so for me, it was more of like changing what I ate that was vegan. Like, okay, you don't need to have like 3 pints of vegan ice cream in the freezer and Oreos and mac and cheese and a loaf of bread. You know what I mean? Like it was just too much. And so like just dial it back a little bit. Like, okay, cool, you can have like some cookie dough, but like that's your only like treat thing. You don't need cookie dough, chips, ice cream, cake, candy. You know what I mean? Like all of that is just unnecessary, and it was just too much. So I remained vegan throughout my entire weight loss. I will remain vegan probably for the rest of my life. I will remain vegan because it's what works for me. It works for my body, my digestion, and I have never felt better. Another thing I always talk about all the time is, I guess these are like my tips that I always talk about all the time, is water. I drink a gallon of water. I don't have it in here because I changed to where I was filming 3 times, but I have my huge gallon jug of water with me all the time. And if I don't have that with me, I figure out whatever cup that I have, how do I get to a gallon? Drink 5 of these, drink 6 of these, whatever it is, I drink that much water, because 9 out of 10 Americans are dehydrated. And so when you reach for food, you're probably thirsty and not actually hungry. So I would encourage you guys all to grab a huge gallon water bottle and drink. Don't overdrink, because you can't drink too much. But so I do have a fitness favorites video, and I have like some really cool water bottles tagged in that video. I can put them in the description box below. Another tip would be to figure out how much you should be eating, and yeah, figure out your macros, figure out how much you should be eating. I use MyFitnessPal, and then I have a video where I like talk about like breaking down every single macro, nutrient, carbs, fat, and protein. Yeah, so I can tag that video up in the cards. There's so many reference videos in this video, I'm sorry, but like I have all this information and I want to give it to you guys. Next thing, so this was a big one, a tip, I guess it's like a question I kind of asked myself, like, what are you eating for? So when I was eating too much and I was having this, and it was like, and then I switched to eating healthier, like having brown rice and like vegan chicken and broccoli, and like making that satisfying for me over eating a hamburger and fries, you know? Like, how do I make that satisfying? And it's like, I always say to me, nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. Nothing. I have yet to taste something that tastes better than healthy feels. And I'll tell you, I've tasted everything. Like, I've tried everything. I wasn't vegan as a small child. Like, I've tried everything, you guys. And I don't know, feeling healthy and like feeling good and confident in your own skin means way more to me than anything could taste. And so I guess I had to get like really clear on that, and that was like super important for me and my weight loss journey. I can't even read my writing because I get so excited and like start writing so fast. Like, I have no idea what this says. I worked out with, oh, Carson. Okay, so ultimately my whole weight loss journey has boiled down to diet and exercise, period. There's like things that I talk about on my channel that have helped me as far as like water and like drinking. I like to drink a lot of tea, like my coffee and stuff, but like those are just things that like I guess I supplement with. There's supplements. It's like my multivitamin and like my vitamin C spray and like my B12 and stuff like that. That didn't aid in my weight loss. That just like helped me be a healthy version of myself. But the ultimate thing is diet and exercise. Yeah, I wouldn't, yeah, that's what it boils down to. Okay, so I hope that wasn't like super all over the place and super duper crazy. So I'll insert some pictures of like what I'm looking like now. If you guys want to see what I'm eating throughout the day, I always post my food, or at least I try to post my food, unless I'm recording what I eat in a day video, on my fitness page, and I'll put that on the screen. So I always put workouts there and food and snacks or anything, new recipes and stuff that I find. And then like more of just like my daily life stuff is on my main channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am working on a book that is it has like recipes in it and workouts and things. Let me know if that will be interesting to you guys. It also includes like time with me to go over like your macros and like stuff that you should be eating and all of those goodies. So let me know in the comments below if I look like the Hulk, #1, and if you guys would be interested in something like that. So I hope this video helped you guys. Like I said before, I really appreciate you guys coming here and watching my content and giving me the thumbs up. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe and go watch all my other videos and all the ones I put up in the cards, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.